The Super Bowl has officially been played, marking an end to the 2020 NFL season. Tom Brady ended up winning his 7th Super Bowl ring and 5th Super Bowl MVP, both most of all time, by the greatest of all time. And I would like to start off by saying Tom Brady definitely has to be considered the GOAT of football. But I don't think the GOAT necessarily means the best. And by best, I mean more of a combination of most talented meets most accomplished. So when I think of that, I think players like Deion Sanders, players like Lawrence Taylor, you know, people who were super talented, but were also great, had great careers that were super accomplished, much like Tom Brady. So I'm gonna start a best of all time debate, because Brady's definitely the GOAT, but who's the BOAT? Okay, so Brady's won more than anyone else in NFL history. He has more Super Bowl wins than a lot of franchises in NFL history. No franchise has more Super Bowl wins than Tom Brady. The most is 6 by franchise. Brady has eclipsed that. He now has 7. So I think it's time to talk about Tom Brady having GOAT status as far as all-time athletes, not just football, but he's going to have to be compared to a plethora of different athletes in other sports, team sports, and, you know, the like, things like that. So we'll just further that debate. So the Bucs defense was tough. They pretty much completely shut down the Chiefs offense in the Super Bowl. It was crazy. It was very unexpected. The Chiefs did not make any big plays. So the Bucs defense, they doubled Hill and Kelsey at times. They kept everything underneath. You know, I thought surely that with all that speed and playmakers, the Chiefs offense would make some sort of big play, but they went the whole game without making any big plays. Mahomes was running for his life the whole game, and it was just wild. You know, they weren't able to get into any type of rhythm. So the Bucs just dominated the whole game from start to finish, offensively and defensively. It wasn't really much of a contest. The final score was 31-9. And as a fan, I was tremendously disappointed. But I do think the Chiefs will bounce back. They got a great squad, a great quarterback. So they'll definitely be back in the mix, you know, the next several years. So, you know, the Bucs had they had to get one while, you know, well, Brady's old, but, you know, before he gets too old, I guess. So yeah, it's back to the drawing board for the Chiefs. And what is next for the Buccaneers? Which of their star players are going to come back? Is Antonio Brown going to come back? Is Gronk going to come back? Gronk said that he doesn't see any reason why he wouldn't come back. Tom Brady already said he's coming back. But I'm really curious as to whether they'll be able to keep Antonio Brown. He's a super playmaker. He signed a 1-year deal. And they have a loaded receiving core as well. He could easily go to a bunch of teams and walk in and be their #1 receiver immediately. So will they be able to re-sign Brown? They definitely have to give him a pay raise. And it's got to be pretty tough. We'll see, though. I'm sure there's a market for AB, as he's been quiet and, you know, he hasn't stirred up any trouble for the most part since he's been in Tampa. So, you know, I'm sure the Bucs want to re-sign him. But I'm also sure that there are a lot of other teams who, you know, see the impact that he made and that he was able to kind of be quiet a little bit, and, you know, they see that he'd definitely be able to help a new team. So we'll see how, you know, the Bucs bounce back next year. And the offseason has officially started. completely for all the teams. So